Harvey with Gunther, Ludwig, Kaiser. Fellas, let's start with that. I was speaking to Dewdrop the other day. She said she's had some talks with Triple H and he's open to maybe changing her name back. You've got so much history tied to the previous names. Imperium lives on in lots of people's minds. Is that something you would even have a conversation about? Does it bother you that much?
No, not really, to be honest. I think that's what I can say for me. It felt like a step up in general compared to who I was before, and I wouldn't want to take that away. I think progress is always something positive and not negative, and I think it would be more negative to be like, okay, go back to who I was before. I put a lot of work into be the new person a little bit, or an updated version of myself. So I wouldn't want to take that away.
And you look great, and the trainers look great.
Thank you.
It's the same for me. I think whatever the name is, the package and the performance is going to be the same, and that goes for the both of us. I'm very happy with it, and I can just agree with Walter said. Gunther said.
Who said it?
It felt like a step up. Definitely, I'm very happy with it, and I think it's a new stage of our career. So that was very.
That'd been cool for you as well. You've had more mic time, right, since you came up to SmackDown, like more of a speaking role, featured on the show. I guess that's been cool for you.
That's been very cool. Yeah, I actually got to wrestle like a couple of times as well. Actually, like many times the last couple of weeks, and I'm very happy with what we've been doing. It is just like Gunther said, it's changed. Like everything is a little different than it used to be, but we're always making the best of it, whatever situation we're in, and I think we've done a pretty good job.
Now, I've got to ask, because it's a dream match that I keep peddling every time we talk. You've been on a few shows with him now. Have you had a chance to meet Brock Lesnar yet?
I haven't.
You haven't met him? Come on, he's avoiding you at this point.
Maybe he is, I don't know. But I haven't.
What about NXT Europe, fellas? I know NXT UK is rebranding. Is that something you'd like to at least make a pit stop over there? I'm sure there's a lot of friends you'll have that will be involved.
I think it's great. I think it's definitely a progression to NXT UK. I think NXT UK had kind of like fulfilled its purpose. But if you want to reach out to the whole continent, I'm not sure of how interesting it is to have it exclusively branded as NXT UK. So I think it's definitely a step forward, and we just have to see how it plays out. I don't know anything about it. Basically found out with the announcement too. But I'm excited for it. There's lots of great talent in Europe, so I hope a lot of them get a chance actually.
Yeah, I can just agree. Honestly, there's so much talent out there. So it's their time now. They get the opportunity to shine, and Europe has such a rich wrestling history. It would be a shame not to call it NXT UK Europe.
And finally, legacy of Imperium, fellas. Must be very proud of what you guys did. And obviously, changing your names doesn't change a lot of the great things that Imperium did. How do you look back on that period?
It was amazing. The time of our lives, really. I got to say that it doesn't really matter what the name is, because the atmosphere whenever we came in changed, and it is something that you can't put your finger on. It was just like, our music, the way we carried ourselves and all that. Hey man, never say never. What can I say?
I had always heard that if you were in the main event of WrestleMania, you're making 7 figures. Easy. Like, no doubt about it. No doubt about it whatsoever. When I got the check, it was considerably less than that. Now, I don't want to say what it was, because it was still a shitload of money, but it wasn't the WrestleMania payoff that I had always heard about.